Share our experiences.
Look at different reading strategies.
Yes, loads of them. Okay. Let's look at mine. Doesn't aim to what?
Criticize or judge.
Okay, you. We are not planning to judge your beliefs, and also we're not planning to impose a fixed framework, because a strategy that works for me might not work for you. We are here to, explore those. Okay, so by the end of the session, we will have an idea of what makes an effective reading in this lesson. And on the walls, you will see we have sample scenarios. Please don't read them for the time being. We will work on those. Those scenarios are not made up ones. Those are the ones that we gathered as a result of TDC observations. So we didn't want to give you literature review on strategies, top-down, bottom-up, meta-cognitive, da-da-da. We don't want to go into that lit review detail. We want to do something practical, something that you can use in your classes. That's why these scenarios are from Bilgi. That's why the title of my presentation is in Bilgi Prep classes. Okay. Presenter talking time is maximum at this moment, but it will decrease, believe that. Okay. Oops. I thought this is a reading strategies workshop while on my slide with a reading. For a moment, imagine you were a student and you were to answer these questions. Okay, please just have a look at the text. I want you to experience how our students feel when they see a reading text. Okay, you have seen the text, and here are the questions. Please take a couple of minutes, 2 minutes or 3 minutes to answer the questions, please. You don't need to write, just... Okay, I think you have an idea. Okay, let's check the answers. What was the fluster doing and where? Okay, what sort of a fluster was it? A Pavlish fluster. Okay, why did the writer design not the Joker? Okay, very good. Okay, how did she dipple? Okay, what did she hope to happen later? Okay, yes, you got the feeling that I want to transfer? Okay, so, how did you feel as a learner? Hands up, please. Huh? Awesome. Okay, awesome.
But the students probably they will feel frustrated.
Frustrated. Okay, very good. At first, frustrated, but after you solved the questions, you were able to answer them. Did the frustration, did the feeling change?
Not really.
No, not really.
A little bit.
Change? Does it change?
To the extent that we were able to complete the task,
Yeah.
we didn't feel like we were getting anything useful.
Do you feel a little relaxed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. After doing the task, relieved. To some extent, some of you said, yes, a strange sense of accomplishment. Strange because what was the test about? You were able to answer the questions?
Yes.
Yes. You passed the absolute control of class, no time management issues. I had to cover, they were successful, da 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 da. But did I teach you or did I teach my students anything? So actually this is the still intro, but gives the aim of the session. We don't want our students to, any guesses? But, no,
Yeah,
nothing
guess
about
the meaning.
usage except grammar and
Guess the meaning.
guess the meaning, or what did you do a while ago? You didn't understand, but you were able to answer the questions. Okay. So you, in a way, saved the day. You passed the test, you saved the day. We don't want this. We want our students to understand and answer the questions how? Meaningfully, consciously. And of course, use some, remember the title of my session? Strategies. Okay. This is our hope, our aim as teachers. Okay, I was thinking to myself, to help our students with reading strategies, usually I try to tell them how I read a passage. Usually we share how we do it with our students because we think that what works for us might work for them. Okay, so this actually helped me to design the first task. Okay. We will have a list of personal reading strategies. Okay, we will have a stock of those. How? I will show you. For this task, I want you to be paired up with someone. Let's check YouTube. Okay, could you please? Okay, good. Everyone has a mic. Okay. YouTube? Okay, cool. So, for the first part, you will work alone, but later you will work with the pair that we just, made. Okay. Each of you will get something like this. It says, please do not unfold until you are told to do so. I know you want to see what is here, but please don't, okay? Please wait. So, first column, a list of reading strategies, personal reading strategies. Second one, E for effective, I for ineffective. You think this is your I. And of course, why, for example, I use my finger to help my eyes follow like I do now. Follow the lines of the text. Effective or ineffective? Ineffective. charts? No. Create some puzzles? Close some questions? Create some questions for myself that text the answer. Okay. What did you say for this? Effective or ineffective? Ineffective for me. Sometimes might work for me. You know, I try to see if the text answer those questions. So this is my reason. This is her reason. You don't have to agree with each other. Okay? You get the idea how?
Yes.
Okay. Like 5 minutes. Just to give you an idea.
Ding, ding. Crazy. Ding, ding. Bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding,
Some of you have finished the chart, some of you haven't. It's okay. It's okay. I think it gives you an idea. But before we move on, can we choose maybe one useful, one least useful strategy or ineffective strategy? Something that come up during your discussion? Anyone who wants to share? I think this is ineffective. I think it's effective because yes.
In most ineffective strategies, the second one, I guess, look up unfamiliar words and abide conditional rights when arriving in most important problems are really close.
Unfortunately, students do that a lot.
And it slows down reading and they don't understand the main ideas of reading because they always focus on the words.
And they cannot get me from context.
Yes.
Actually, it started at the beginning when I was a kid, when I was a student. Our teacher gave us a novel to read, and I was paying my sister to look up every word in the novel. Too many words, I couldn't look them up in the dictionary. I was paying her to find all those words so that I could understand the passage. Later on, I understood that I don't have to, understand every word. I saved a lot of money.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
When you reach the level in which you can read a novel in that language, I think it can be an effective strategy to look up just a few words if you feel like you have to understand the meaning of that word to understand the passage you're reading. And also when you do that, that word like sticks in your head in such a way that you never forget that word. So it might be an effective strategy in that case, but not, of course, every single word, just some words.
If you are selective, then you don't forget those words. You should pass this message to our students. I saw my hands up there, I guess. No? Okay, any more effective or ineffective strategies that you would like to share? Yes, please.
Maybe titles, pictures, or
Visuals.
visuals. It's definitely effective because it activates the reader's background knowledge.
You have a name.
Yeah.
You know how many because what is it? Yes. Activate their schemata. Okay, good. Yes, moving on. Shall we?
Yeah.
Don't worry, by the way, this list has, I think in total 21 strategies. I have the compiled version. I will email you the compiled version as well. Okay? Please be noted that this is personal strategies. Sometimes it might not work for our students, but choose the ones that work for you and share. You don't have to note down anything. I will email you everything. Okay. Okay. And for the next task, you can create. I know you are familiar with this list. Skimming, scanning, previewing, etc. Our aim here is not to teach you these strategies, academic strategies again, but we think that you can't find this list. Yes, maybe this list you can find, but you can't find this part anywhere in a course book because we have collated this, searching Q skills reading 1 and Q skills reading strategies listed here. You can do it in your group quickly. I missed one of them, not count one more, I will just write it here on board, okay? So please feel free to, go over those. We thought this will be a reference document for you. So if you're teaching Q skills 1 and Q skills 2, you don't have to, go back to these are the strategies. And we'll share this with the team leaders, so they will have a collated document. That's why I was saying you can't find this list in this format, because this is from big e-commerce. Okay. So when you get the list, oops, sorry, you will see, excuse me, yes, the list here, and please write the letter in the circle here. We're not going to finish it, from number 1, from A to L, but just it will give you an idea, okay? Let's take 5 minutes. Sure.
Ding, ding. Crazy. Ding, ding. Bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, oh. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Crazy. Ding, ding.
Break it.
All correct. All correct. Well done. The group at the back, all correct? Of course. Okay. And the front line? Yep, correct. Do you think you could make use of this chart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. Okay.
We have rusty reading teachers, reading and writing teachers.
Okay, great, great. Okay, now time for some fun, okay? As I said, we will have some, how can I say, scenarios that we gathered as a result of TDC observations, okay? That might not be your class, but that is someone's class here, okay? The names aren't important, we are interested in the situation here. Each group will get a set of cards like this. I want my cards back. I know you will like my clips, but I want them back as well because I will use them with the other group, okay? Me, huh? Okay. And the scenarios each group will receive. Please don't read them at the moment. 5 sets here, okay? 5 sets. Please don't learn. Okay. You will in a moment. And then you are 4 or 5 people in turn. Let's say these are marked cards. You will pick one card. Okay? Don't now. I will show you. And read it Okay, thank you.
Bravo.
Okay, and then another person picks the next card like that. In the end, you will comment on these scenarios, okay? Understood? Any questions? Yes, time to pick the first card. Start. Yes. Pick one.
Before they
And answer the questions.
Ding, ding. Crazy. Ding, ding. Bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, oh. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Crazy. Ding, ding.
Break it.
Okay, now, test your scenarios clockwise like this. And follow the same procedure.
Oh, that camera just looked so okay.
There you go. Let's make it fast enough.
Did you know what do you expect to learn? What have you learned?
Ah.
What do you know? What are you waiting to use? What have you learned by the end of it? What do you already know? What do you expect to learn? And what have you learned?
Establish block context. In their career
Most of the time in the study of mechanics. Six-week consultations in stitches. Not individually. Teacher divides the text into what sort of parts? Not irrational, not stupid, meaningful behaviour. And ask students to read not all the parts, only relevant one part, and do this part.
The teacher gives students 15 minutes to find the summaries of the short. The teacher notifies them
Time for the next bell. No, this time we're not changing. We're not changing the cards. Keep the cards. Now each group has seen 10 scenarios, right? Okay. Maybe you forgot the first 5 scenarios, so I will hand you the whole list. Okay? Because you will need this list. Please circle the ones that you have discussed. You probably remember the numbers. Okay, so 5. Do you have any okay.
And then
And then what are you going to do? No, you could keep. Okay. Friends, I have stickers for you. You can see from the morning session. You can guess the activity actually. Refer to those 5 and 10 scenarios, as many scenarios as possible, and try to write a brief learning point, a suggestion, maybe a criticism, a constructive criticism box, okay? So write something on these. Please don't forget to write teacher 1, teacher 2, the name of the teacher, because we have 20 teachers lined up here. Okay? Meet your group members, okay? Right? What? What are you gonna write? Yes. I heard some suggestions, for example, 30 minutes for a task. They said, oh my god, you can write that, okay? And then when you're ready, you can stick them. So, we give you those cards. Okay.
Ding, ding. Crazy. Ding, ding. Bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, oh. Ding, 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 ding. Bam, bam, bam. Ding, ding, ding. Crazy. Ding, ding.
Break it.
the commands, but because of the lack of space here, I'm going to adapt the activity. I want volunteers from each group. I'm trying to reduce presenter talking time here. So one volunteer from each group, please.
You want to choose?
You want? Okay, you want the new ones?
They talked about. Oh, yeah.
So, I can try.
Oh,
Please.
I was trying to
Okay,
Ladies first.
ladies first. Adam, okay, from this group. Okay, thank you. Love the work a lot. It's kind of more to model the task, so the other four.
New ones.
Okay, could you please, stand in front of one of the charts? Just pick one. One or two. Okay, thank you. So let's see what the other groups have come up with. By the way, before we start, let's get prepared. Reading, and I will tell you. Friends, don't worry. We will collect all these from 3 sessions and email you the suggestions for all the teacher scenarios, okay? Yes, Wasma, shall we start from you?
Okay, this is teacher 12. It says
Teacher 12, just a moment. Teacher 12, yes.
Teacher 12. In the reading class, the teacher uses the text as a tool for grammar teaching. And the comment here says, in the reading class, grammar can be a tool to teach reading. And the next comment is, the teacher should use the text to teach reading strategies instead of grammar.
Instead of grammar. We wrote this on purpose because in academic encounters, right after the text, you will see a grammar section coming, okay? So that's usually there for you to help students with the text. Of course, in higher levels, you can use the grammar, to help students analyze the text. Okay? Very good comment. Okay? Anything else?
That's it, there are only 2 comments.
From another flip chart, maybe?
Okay, this is teacher 11. The teacher takes every opportunity to help students while they are reading. So, one comment, student friendly but extra helpful. Students should learn how to learn by themselves.
Yes.
Another comment is the teacher should help the students only if it is really necessary. Another one is students must be reading silently. Teachers should only monitor and help if necessary. So there's a consensus. And another one says taking every opportunity to help students makes them lazy.
So give them
Dependent.
Yeah. Me time, we call it. Give them me time. Like you were doing the task, I wasn't closely, monitoring. I was away. Okay? And then after like 3 or 4 minutes, you can start working. Very good, thank you. Yes, Fatma, you can sit down. Thank you very much. Adam?
Teacher 7, the teacher clarifies the meaning of question items. If it still doesn't work, he uses mother tongue to explain the questions. Got differing opinions here. 1, explaining mother tongue, especially for questions, doesn't help the students to learn.
Do you agree with this? Translating the questions? It helps psychologically, they feel relieved, but do they learn? No. Okay.
We have an opposite view that's a bit
Okay,
different,
let's see.
actually, from us. The use of L1 to explain questions can be effective at times, as it saves valuable time when the aim is strategy training. As a sort of grammar lesson, and we're not focusing on the spoken language, we're actually trying to teach a strategy. Sometimes maybe we switch to make sure the strategy is learnt,
Yes.
rather than assuming that it's learnt.
But
But
that is
it's
not
while
translating
explaining the strategy.
Yeah, we learn the line between question and strategy. And the
Yes.
final view is rather than explaining on his or her own, teachers can ask a stronger learner to explain it to the class. Otherwise, students want the teacher to translate everything they hear.
Yes. Get help from strong learners. We call it, think aloud technique. A strong learner or the teacher models how he or she thinks while she's answering the questions. I tell my students, now you're going to have an X-ray of my brain. I'm going to tell you how I think when I see this question, you know. And you do those thinking part in English. So I see this word, I should go back to the previous sentence. I read the previous sentence, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Strong students always, get help from them. Thank you, Adam. Yes, teacher.
And this is teacher 6. The teacher uses the KWL technique, I guess, during the reading lesson. So the first comment is, this technique is not suitable for all text types. It could be used for informative texts. So this is one comment. This is actually our group comment. Next one. This technique is only suitable in some texts for which students have prior knowledge and enthusiasm. And the other very brief comment here, yeah, but not every time now and then. Probably.
It's from, guess who? Guess who?
Yeah, we think that it's a nice technique because students know some words, they make the list, and they wanted to learn some other words, they make the list, and at the end of the lesson, oh, here are the words that they have learned. So it's a good technique.
Okay, thank you very much. Does it explain your yani part, Cameron? Okay.
Teacher one asked
Teacher one.
one of the students to read the first paragraph of the text aloud and to find the main idea of it. So this is here, our reading aloud doesn't have at all. It is only useful if you want to improve students' pronunciation. And there's an agreement here, reading a text aloud is not suitable to find the main idea. Because this technique is for pronunciation and intonation.
Very good.
The second teacher approves the correct answers or disapproves the incorrect answers immediately. The students take notes of the correct answers in their notebooks or books. Here it says teacher should give time to other students to say their ideas or answers. And teacher should allow some time before she gives all the right answers. She may not need to time herself that part.
Okay, thank you very much. Especially this last one. Thank you very much. We see a lot of these practice. Like when the student answers a question, please try to have a poker face. Do not reveal if the answer is correct or not. Okay? You can say, and now here another student. And like you say, always give students some time. If it is an incorrect answer, okay, 2 more minutes. Then you can read aloud maybe just one line, saying, read this part, starting with however, da-da-da-da-da. Read this part again, 3 more minutes, and think about the question. Then you can read aloud one line to spot where they should be referring to. Or you can highlight the text and say, read this part, and always give them some time, thinking time, if it is an incorrect answer. Otherwise, they just